Red wine with steak, but will any red do? Hi, my name's Rebecca Dunphy with some rump steak marinated with sage, thyme and rosemary. And the reason why I've marinated it also in olive oil is so that it's more tender. Now, I love rump steak because it's got lots of flavour, but because it is the rump, it's the muscle, it's the power of the cow. And so you find that it can be very lean and can be tough unless you marinate it. And the other trick also is after you've cooked it on the barbecue, let it rest for a few minutes and that will tenderize it as well. Oh, I can get this wonderful smell of herbs as it's cooking. What I do is I wait until I get the juices coming up and then I'll flip it over. But anyway, the wine to go with it is Pinotage. Obviously there are lots of red wines that will go with a good steak, but I would avoid with rump steak anything too tannic, because as I said, it's lean and you need the fat to kind of gloss over those tannins. So I would go for something that relies more on acidity rather than tannins, or a wine like this that's mature and the tannins have been softened over time. Wow, that's really going now. The old vines in this Pinotage really mean that you're going to get dark, dense colour and dark, dense flavours. It's got a lovely sort of peppery, baked earth, charred character, which I hope is going to pick up on the steak, which is nearly done. I've got to keep my eye on that. And such concentrated black currant, hint of licorice, spicy fruit. I think that is now ready. I'm going to put that out there. Yep, nice and tender because of the marinading, which is fabulous. Melts on the palate. Lots of flavour, but not a lot of fat. You're getting the dry, meaty flavour. And the wine is a bit meaty too, so sort of echoes that peppery, spicy meatiness in the steak. But because of the fruitiness, it adds some freshness, which I always look for when I'm pairing food and wine. And the tannin is nice and soft, it's nice and mellow. But lots of flavour, which you need for a rump steak. It's fabulous with all the herbs, because all the herbs are really giving it an extra dimension. In the summer, you should be barbecuing every night. And remember, with rump steak, choose something with freshness or with softened tannins, like this wonderful Pinotage. Pinotage, for me, is one of the most steak-friendly red wines on the planet. Enjoy your rump steak with a South African Pinotage. Cheers.